And we're
I
back in
didn't realize his
space.
arm was red.
Space.
It's gold.
Space.
Okay, we're back in space, and some new power armor has been bought, and Stubber has power armor now, and I think that's it for Footfall. You guys are ready to go. The dark.
Oh.
I have a new LED. It's
I
really
officially get to take the pistol grips off those guns because this has recoil gloves built into
Yeah,
it.
yeah, like it's just got loads of shit in it, and
The
it's,
fuck?
it's like actually just brokenly strong.
nice. Well,
Okay,
there is a downside. You are easier to hit because you're large now.
Yeah,
No,
but
no, but he was
in
he already
comparison
had
to other power armor, I
yeah,
already
he-
had that penalty.
yeah, he already
I
had
get
that.
better stuff now.
This
Oh, I
thing's
didn't realize.
just, this thing is just better in every way. It's 2 more
Wait,
armor.
what
it
power
lasts-
armor did he get?
artificer
The
armor.
Artificer. Yeah, artificer.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
actually
better
really
armor.
hard to find. I can't believe you
No,
managed to roll
no,
that.
it's
It's
exactly
only
the same
extremely
difficulty
rare.
as the other thing.
What?
Yeah, exactly. It's really fucked up and broken.
Uh-huh.
It's 2 better armor, lasts 5 times as long, gives you like 3 different other items. It gives you dark sight, and you're immune to flash grenades. You have dark sight. You have a full Auspex. You have sturdy, and you have recoil gloves. And it's like, why would you ever get the other one?
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
So I'm
Okay.
taking off the pistol grips.
I like how a lot of the discussion we have about the rule set is either
Is how bad they are?
Yeah, like 100%.
Okay, so I have rolled your auto navigation for going to the Dark Eldar meeting point. You're gonna love this one.
oh.
good.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Also-
so I'm
Ambushed
glad
by
nothing
pirates.
happened and it went really quick.
All,
Because I'd love that.
You got all's well for your encounters. Nothing unusual there. Onboard trip time 4 days. That actually puts you a day late. But real time -16 days.
Oh, good.
Oh,
we're just-
good.
Oh
Yay!
my.
so we're just gonna be sitting there for 2 weeks and 2 days.
Yeah. So
Well,
you're sitting there.
You know what that means, right? Anador and Vendigroth can prepare a kick-ass PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, good.
So here I will mark on the map
We
that you
can
have
fly
a work
around and
here.
place like a bunch of scanners and stuff to make sure they're not going to like ambush us. We can
No.
use this time.
No, what we'll do is Holt will constantly be using his super brain powers to look. Rather
What am I
than
looking
scanning.
for?
Just anything, literally anything. There's no point looking with scanners, you won't find them.
Okay, so you guys wait the 2 weeks or so.
Do we get to meet
And-
ourselves?
No,
Oh.
No. doesn't.
I'm
so-
more impressed that we got hit in time for the meeting because we're starting to be pretty well known for missing things, and by that I mean we missed one thing, but it's the most important thing.
So you arrive there, and at the designated meeting time, a ship seems to come out of warp in pretty close to you guys, and it looks like just a standard Imperial vessel. It doesn't look any different than any other ship that you would see, around Footfall or anywhere else.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Don't believe it.
So Anadar, do you want to hail them then?
Hell yeah! I know now I'm going to talk to him in Dark Eldar. It'd be
Well.
really rude to everybody.
Well, I
Oh.
mean,
Okay, you hail them. They come up on the holo screen, and they are Dark Eldar.
Beautiful.
They're the ones that you're intended to meet here. So no surprises there. They see you, and they seem a little bit surprised to see another Dark Eldar on an Imperial ship. But they say they greet you. Why have you asked to meet us? Basically.
My employer, and I thumb over at Captain John,
Okay.
has a business proposition for you, and I'd also like to do some personal things, and I think I've got some great opportunities for you in future. Just because I'm nice.
Finger guns.
Finger guns.
as all Dark Eldars do in their internal communication, cheerful finger gunning.
Yeah, and I'll
Hey, how you doing?
I'd like to come aboard and just do a little chat with you, and maybe visit a Fleshcraft if you've got one, and just have a chat, because I've been on this ship for 2 years and it's awful.
Hey.
They say, "Oh yeah, you can come meet them." You can take a shuttle over. They will drop the illusion so that you're able to dock properly.
Hell yeah, I told you. Told you.
Okay.
Oh,
We're not dead yet, so.
My armor's all nice and shiny, and I've got my dress cape on. I look
Okay.
really fancy.
Yeah, okay. Great.
Okay, Merrick, let's go. And I'm taking a bag of mystery goodies.
Are you
Sure,
bringing
we'll take-
Vendigroth as well?
We'll take one of
Nah.
the fancy shuttles.
Okay. Cool.
No. Okay.
Just me
Well,
and
they
Merrick.
probably wouldn't. He's gonna have a hard time convincing him to let me on board, and I'm like the weird pro Xeno guy.
That's fair.
They aren't gonna like you at all.
Okay,
You're
so
the guy
just you
with more
two?
guns.
Yeah.
I
Just,
thought that was
Yeah,
cKnoor.
and I'm staying on the shuttle until I have permission to set foot onto the actual ship. In fact, we could probably take 2 shuttles, and I'll just stay outside
you
the
stay
ship totally
outside. Just be
until
like,
they say it's okay.
No, because if you're on the ship, then I can surprise them by pulling you out and go, it's fine. And they'll go, what? I'll go, shut up.
Yeah, I can't wait to fucking die.
Okay, here, I'll put a little ship token on the ship map just so you can see what the ship looks like. They turn off their mimic engine, and it no longer looks like an Imperial vessel. It looks like a Dark Eldar ship. I put it just right
Oh,
outside.
no, the
your
Dark
We should
Eldar
get one of
fucking-
those.
We really
Yeah,
should.
they're good.
I've got it. We should board their ship and just steal everything that they have.
Yeah,
Perfect
Good idea.
plan.
Close to ramming speed.
And there's probably like 10 other ships here that are just cloaked, and the only way you could find them
Mhm.
is with Holt doing Silesians to try and see them.
Where's the
It's-
Eldar ship gonna show up on the ship map?
Yeah, on the ship map. It's just right above the silkworm.
Is that something that Anadar would have told me or not?
Well, I told you
Yes.
to scan.
Yeah, he told
as
me to
a-
scan.
Okay,
Yeah, just, look
so
around.
I'll do it then.
I don't see it.
Oh, you don't?
Yep.
You should.
It's
Should
like,
be right here.
yeah, it's just a little.
Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. It was hiding.
Using Science, how is he able to detect other ships using Science? What is that? Just like sensing things around? Is that how that?
Yeah, like he's
Yeah.
just going. Oh, there are things alive over here in space where there's nothing. That's weird.
Right. You're guessing there's at least 4 other ships around
Nice.
that you can't see.
Nailed it.
I bet we can handle them all.
Should have brought
Yeah,
our
sure.
own.
I mean, these ships, at least the one that you see, and that turned off its mimic engine, is pretty small. It's small compared to your ship. Your ship's not huge.
The Raiders.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're raiders. They don't.
they're sized.
we don't do big
The
shit.
thing is, like, we wouldn't be able to catch them if they didn't want us to. So
Like we're pretty
Delta Guards
fast,
have
but
good technology.
we're not so
Yeah.
fast that we can catch invisible.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you take your shuttles over. Ethan docks his shuttle. Oh,
Damn,
Oh,
damn.
Dark Eldar.
Yeah, they got
Weird
the-
language.
They got the
yeah, they're
welcome
talking the
wagon out.
strange Dark Eldar language. They greet you, when you come aboard. They're impressed with how finely you're dressed. They
Good,
think
finally.
they talk to you a little bit. They think you're a little strange for going around with weird monkey people.
Listen, you have no idea the shit I go through every day. It's awful.
Are you asking them about Grunty coming aboard, or?
No, I'm gonna drop that bomb on them once I'm done with once I've smoothed it over a little bit.
Okay. So what specifically are you talking to them about? They're willing to talk and listen to you. These ones in particular, their cabal, does a lot of dealing with some humans and some other Xenos around, and they're pretty open to
Yeah.
some deals and
Yeah.
stuff. So
My employer has got it into his head for some reason that he wants to ship Xenotech to the Calixis sector, and our stuff's the best out there. And I was like, yeah, well, maybe we could do some of that. But I've got a way for you to profit off of it pretty good. And I've also got some other opportunities for you that I think would help smooth over our relations, and maybe you could give me some stuff too.
Okay, so how do you see it being profitable for them?
Okay, well, the bit that the cap that my employer knows about would be you would get repeated deliveries of prisoners, human prisoners. They'd be shipped to you. We'd organize it to be dead drops on whatever planet it was that we said we'd drop them off. That was just garbage.
Malazil.
Yeah, and you just go in there, pick them up, and then you'll be fine. So you get regular payments. That's the payment that he knows about. But you could also benefit from it. I've been told, a little birdie told me, that you don't do much business in the Calixis sector, and that's a rival cabal?
They tell you that's true, yes.
Okay, well...
They seem a little annoyed at it being brought up, but...
Yeah, it's like, how would you like to shove them out and take over?
They're interested, they're listening.
Okay. Well, you'd be shipping them guns, right? Just good stuff. Because you get that stuff made at the factory, you could have the Vox-activated kill switch put on it, and also a little bit of tracking devices so you can track the shipments. And then wherever there's a large concentration, you could go there and there's the humans who are like, yeah, we've got all our cool guns. And then you broadcast a word and they will turn off and they're taking candy from a baby. And then you take the guns, then you reship them out and just keep selling the same guns over and over. So it's not even costing you anything. And that would muscle out the other guys because they'd go into attack and the humans are better equipped than they're prepared for. And then they're like, oh, no, we're not getting as good stuff as we want. And you're, swooping in, taking it all.
Kevin, can you mute your mic, please?
Sorry.
But it sounds
muted it,
delicious.
and then it's unmuted. That was my fault. I thought I had muted it.
No problem.
So their power would destabilize, and you could go in and have an easy free time. You just reactivate the weapons, ship them out again. Just keep selling the same however many weapons over. And if anybody is like, oh, we bought stuff from you, and then dudes came and attacked me and took all my men, it's like, well, user error, and they can't tell any authorities because then they're admitting to buying Xenotech. So pretty foolproof on that one, I think.
Well, they want to know what you benefit from all of this.
What do I benefit from this? Well, my employer would be happy, and I went to the Calixis sector. I guess I go there in a week, but they're awful. They're all awful. But that's not the only opportunity I've got for you. I got you some opportunities for just a good time. But mostly what I benefit out of this is maybe you could just give me a little bit of resupply in here because I've been on a human vessel for 2 weeks and 2 years, and everything they have is garbage and bad. They go around clunking in their big armor, and they smell and they won't shut up, and there's thousands of them. Just
Tens of thousands.
It's awful. So if you could just see it in your heart to give me a few little items.
Do they have hearts?
If it's so bad, do you want them to just take care of them right now and then?
No, because that's where the fun bit comes in. I got opportunities for some pleasure, too, for you. That was just business. Okay, so let's crack open a map. Me and my friend, we're gonna open up a map.
Okay.
To the Cronus Expanse. I'm gonna be like, okay, so do you know, can you point to me where webway gates you know about are on this map? Just point them out, because I think there's a couple that you might not know about, and that you might like to know about.
He's not going to just start marking webway gates down on your map. That's a little...
It's a little much, right? Okay,
yeah.
Well, I'm going to point at Pasmus. I'm going to go, there's multiple webway gates here. Don't go there. Just don't. Necrons live there. It's awful.
Necrons.
And, yeah, so if you want to go there, make sure you send some craft builders there first and laugh as they're taken apart by the Clockwork Men. And then I'm
Seems
gonna
that could be useful.
yeah, and then I'm gonna point at Rain and I go, I haven't seen one here, but there's definitely one on Rain
Well, how do you know?
because it's a maiden world.
It's a what?
It's a maiden world. It's a maiden
How did you
world.
find this?
By accident. Luck, mostly. But we went there. There was Guardian Spirit. It was awful. We damaged it. We blew up one of the focusing crystals or whatever. You know what craft was like. So it's really powerful, but it's also damaged. And I mean, I went there and it was me and one competent human and another guy. So it was tough. But I'm sure you going in there prepared would be able to handle it. But there has been a leak on the ship, so the human Inquisition might be there, might be interested, but you can deal with them as well. So, like, I'm sure you'll find that a maiden world's worth it. And not only is that a maiden world, but right next to it is a planet the humans called Ridomeron. And that's a feudal world. And I'm going to pull out the knife that Icarus bought me on the the world. I'm going to go, this is the best weapons tech they have. It's...
They laugh. They all laugh.
Yeah, like, you can just go there and do whatever you want. You can take all of them. And the Strixis used to go there. You know, those awful little weird dog fellas. And they were rude to me. So, fuck them. But yeah, they had this deal where they would go there every 50 years and there'd be a huge party and oh, it was an honor, and they'd just put down a rock and everyone get in it and they'd pick up. It's like, oh, we were going to go join our gods in space, but really they were going to be slaves to the Strix. So you could probably just go there and go, hey, we're actually the real gods. Who wants in? Because supposedly we pointed them towards the light of their corpse here, you know, the emperor or whatever. But I don't think it's stuck based on the problems they've given us. But yeah, you can just go there, take all of them, take the whole population, who cares? They're awful garbage. So you could go to the Maiden World and just get them for free, it's fine. And what I get out of that is knowing that, fuck them, they're awful. There's also over here, and I'm going to point to Agri Coffee World.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm going to pull out the tin of coffee I got from there and the herbicide that I got in Footfall. I'm gonna go,
okay.
If you just mass produce this or use like your own like herbicide, you sure. There's a guy here who's awful. He's a human who's really full of himself, and his entire empire is mostly this planet and its coffee production. So if you go there and, you know, burn it to the ground and make him watch his entire empire like goes and nothing will ever grow there again and salt the earth, you know, that'd just be fun to do, and I'll be sad that I missed out. So if you could send me pictures or his head in a box later, that'd be good.
He wants to know what sort of defenses they have if, say, you know, Rogue Trader one world.
They've got a space station there, and he's got his own like ships, and he's got, I think he had 3 or 4, but he's mostly incompetent, and a lot of them were damaged and destroyed when he went to Pasmus and the Necrons got him a little bit. So he might have recovered a little bit since then, because it has been several months, but he is also an idiot. But yeah, he's got a space station, and he might have 3 or 4 ships. His ship is better than the one I came from, but he ain't so good. So I think you could go there and at least have a look and ruin his life for me. I'm going to point at Sigmund's Folly, and I say, don't go here. It's my employer's planet, but that's not why I'm asking you not to go. I'm asking you not to go there because it keeps getting sucked into the warp storms, and it's just dangerous and bad, and you don't want to go there. Like, no particular attachment to it other than it's bad.
Okay.
And then I point to Kane's Abyss and go, and here's just a portal to various areas of the Kronos Expanse if you want to go through there and find out where it goes. I mean, the ship
They already know about that.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad somebody does. But I think I think that's everything that I could tell them about. Oh, and Cobalt, if you could sort of stay away from there, and any ships with my employer's signal would be good, because that's sort of like, how the trade's working is we're shipping stuff. So if you could leave that alone, that would be nice. But otherwise, just go to these places and ruin them for me. I'd enjoy that.
They want to know what you want for all of this information that you've just so generously given them. Is it really just a few little minor things, that all that you're asking for?
Yeah, a few minor things, and maybe if you could tell me a couple, like the nearest webway gate to Footfall would be nice, and then, I don't know, I'll map it myself. And if I could talk to your resident Fleshcrafter, if you've got one. But otherwise, just knowing that I did this for you. So if I ever needed to call on you in future, you would at least listen. I would have your ear at least.
They don't have a webway gate directly to Footfall, but your ship wouldn't be able to go through it anyway. You'd need some special equipment.
I would just like to know where the nearest one is.
Okay. They point out that an area that's, if you're looking at the Cronus Expanse map, it's right over here on the tip of this warp storm here. Is the closest one to where you are right now.
Nice.
And they have a Fleshcrafter you can talk to.
Good. I'd like to see him, I don't know, as soon as possible, really. Mm-hmm. And I'll give him the list of stuff that I wanted, which I gave you the other day. Like,
okay, yeah. They are a little bit untrusting of you, considering you just volunteered all this information and you're like on everything anyway. But here's what they say they'll do. They're going to investigate this information that you've given them. Mm-hmm. If all of it is accurate and there's no deception on your part here, they will set up a trade deal with you. Basically, you'll be able to come here and get, as Xenos tech specific to Dark Eldar, pretty easily from them. As far as for the slave trade and slave pickup, they'll take that as payment specifically for the things that you asked me for the other day on the list. They'll do that. They very much like that idea. And so basically, they're going to go check out like Rain and the Coffee Planet and all these different places, and they'll get in contact with you at that point. And as long as everything you said's true, you can come here and talk to them and meet and trade with them whenever you want, basically.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Do you want to bring up me at some point here, since you're making requests? Because I'm still just kind of hanging out on the shuttle.
No, not yet. Not until they're like this way to the Fleshcrafter.
Okay, yeah, they take you to the Fleshcrafter, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna... Yo, Merrick! Now he's gonna trundle.
I am not responding until you say something other than my name.
Merrick, get out of here! It's time.
I'm gonna just kind of peek my optical mechadendrite out of the corner around the shuttle and just make sure there's not about 70 different guns trained with me.
And then I say to him, don't laugh too hard, he's shy.
Merrick, this is a terrifying situation.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm big on Xenos, but this is not...
You are a weird robot man, and they're all staring at you as you wheel your way out of the shuttle.
If anyone offers you anything, don't take it. And definitely don't eat anything you find on the floor.
I mean, if they offered me something, I might take it. I'm just not gonna eat it. I'm gonna put it in a bag.
Probably shouldn't do that either. And then, but as we are taken to the Fleshcrafter, if they're gonna take us now that he's appeared, it's like, don't worry, he's my assistant.
I'm just not gonna say anything.
yeah, you don't speak until you're spoken to. And when we see the Fleshcrafter, you make sure to bow your head and be respectful. Can you turn off your vomit reflex from being disgusted? Is that a thing you can do?
Oh yeah, no, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, you should probably do that then before we go in the room.
I've seen some weird stuff too. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, human weird though.
There are those in the Imperium that would argue that we are no longer exactly human.
Yeah, they're sick in the head. But alright, I'm ready for my close-up with this whoever.
Yeah, you're there with the Fleshcrafter.
Okay, Lord, whatever. I'm gonna bow on one knee and be like, ooh. I've got
I'm gonna bow, but I don't have knees.
Yeah, so you just...
You
bend
bow
your
as
head.
best you can, sure.
Yes.
I'd like... I've come here today to offer you some opportunities and also use your services as both a fleshcrafter and a mentor and tutor and, very talented individual. I'm very misogynist. There you go.
So you're asking him to be taught,
Yeah.
basically.
And
Why should you be worthy of this honor? He wants to-
Well, I mean, I'm true one, right? I'm pretty good, and I think it would be really good fun. I seek perfection in all things, and I want to teach this one here, and I'm gonna thumb at Marek, and I'm also speaking in Dark Eldar. Like, he's mentioned that he mentions a lot. He's like, "Oh, the flesh is a biological machine," and that's pretty much what we do. And I think it'd be really funny to wind him up and watch him go, and see where it takes him.
As you're talking about teaching Merrick, he laughs, like he just incredibly loud, boisterous laugh. Merrick, you see him laughing his ass off here. He's pretty much willing to do it just for that because he thinks it's absolutely hilarious.
And but I've got some things that I don't know, like I can't use them because obviously I'm not very good at it yet. But,
Scoozle, look at Skype if you didn't.
Oh, okay.
But surely someone of your caliber could use these for something, and I'm going to pull out the first sample, which is the sample I got from Vendigroth. So,
okay.
And this is the blood of a righteous man, one of my father's favorite tastes. He's pretty good for a human for fighting. You could probably do something with that, or just drink it. I don't care. And then I'm going to pull out the Icarus sample. And this is a little thing I like to call Ode Idiot, or the Clone of Incompetence. That's from someone who's he's an idiot and he can't do anything, and I'm sure that it's due to a biological malfunction that's made him so uncoordinated. So you could probably synthesize some sort of paralytic agent from it. But the interesting thing about it is that no matter what you do to him, he doesn't die. I've seen him chopped up in little bits, and he's just like laying there, and and he's fine. So yeah, you could do something like paralytic agent, and then the most interesting sample is this one. I'm going to put out the Merrick sample and say this is from a human who normal is a stretch. He fell into a human warp reactor, and he came out with psychic potential, which is interesting, and who knows what else. But I thought that might just be something that, you could look at. Maybe you could make something. Maybe you could make your little grotesques and your other little helpers. Maybe they could have like a hive mind colony insect thing based on the psychic potential. So I don't know, just a suggestion, just an idea. I don't know if this is what you're into.
Okay, he takes them all from you. He thanks you. These are incredibly interesting samples that you brought for him. He's definitely willing to train you at this point because you're obviously already starting down this path.
And I feel like a good first lesson would be if you could just modify me a little bit, make me stronger, faster, quicker, and obviously I'd be awake for the entire procedure and translating what you're telling me to Marek, and it'll be incredibly painful and awful, but I think it might do him. He might have a little learning experience.
Yeah, he'd be willing to do that.
Okay, I'm going to say to Marek, I'm going to be like, you're in! I give him a thumbs up.
I am both terrified and shivering with excitement at the possibilities.
So, get your notepad out. You're going to learn a thing or two.
I have several notepads in multiple arms.
Okay, so he starts putting you under the knife.
Oh, it's good. I love it.
It's incredibly painful.
Good.
You're screaming out everything that he's doing to Merrick as it's happening. So this is going to take just a little bit of time. You guys on the silkworm might have something you want to talk about.
Yeah.
I updated it as well. It was a wide area message, so several planets could have heard it.
Okay.
It's impossible
You
to
wanna
know
read the
for
message
sure.
Just so people can hear it.
What the
I received a message, and the message was, Rogue Trader John Silkernicus of the Silkworm is wanted by the Inquisition for questioning. A bounty will be paid to anyone who delivers him to Fort Wander.
Maybe we should go to Port Wander and get the bounty. Then we've made some money on it.
Can we send a message back to them?
Do I know where this message came from?
It came from Footfall.
I assume it was a road to Footfall and then broadcast.
Yeah, it was routed through Footfall. I mean, you don't know specifically who sent it, but
okay, so
probably
if you send,
the Inquisition.
Yeah, so if you send a message back to Footfall, would they know exactly where we are? Because I mean, we are in the middle of nowhere.
They'd be able to detect that it was what vague direction it was from, and possibly how long it took to get there. So they might be able to figure it out from there.
But there's nothing around here, so it'd be difficult.
You could route it through Signal's Falling.
I could send it to one of our other ships and have them send it.
Yeah, because I'd much rather meet. Since we clearly have to go talk to them, I can
send it to the Golden Egg.
Well, yeah, we can send a message to the Golden Egg, and then the Golden Egg will have to contact whoever they have on Footfall and set up a meeting, and at the same time ask why they didn't just ask us for a fucking meeting. Actually, I know why they didn't fucking ask for a meeting, because someone finds it more interesting to try and discredit me, which I find very annoying and also don't like. But yeah, if we can send a message to the Golden Egg to have them go set up a meeting, and also find out why they want to talk to me.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I just make sure that I don't fail. That's probably a nearby system.
That's the noise the message makes.
Yeah, I sent it successfully. So
okay. So you get a message sent to the Golden Egg to have them set up a meeting with the Inquisition and try to find out why you're wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's going to take a little while, obviously, to get any sort of message back or anything like that. Ethan, you come out from under the knife.
And I feel awful.
You feel pretty bad.
And I feel educated.
You're reasonably terrified of everything that you just saw. Not so much of everything that they were doing, which was horrible, but which you've seen similar stuff before with people putting robot parts into people, but more just the finesse and skill at which it was done.
Just how really incredibly good this guy is at chopping people into bits and putting the bits back together.
Yes. Anything else you'd like to do with the Dark Eldar while you're here?
No, just get my stuff. So I guess the rolls for that, for the bits.
So as long as you get set up with the slave drop off for them, you don't need to roll an acquisition here. They're just going to give you those things for right now.
Nice. Good then. Well, I think that's it. I think pleasure doing business with you. Don't forget. Oh, I'm gonna do the thing with the hat noggin.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. That's it. It's a pleasure doing business with you. See you around, fellas. Good luck.
Thing with the hat.
Thing with the hat.
Everyone is incredibly impressed with your hat.
It's a good hat.
It is. It's a big, fancy hat.
Okay, mate, let's go. I need to lie down.
Okay, so you guys get on a shuttle and stumble back over to the Silkworm.
In the meantime, I want people to go down and double check where the point where the Inquisitor, where we found the Inquisitor, and make sure there aren't any like evidence left.
He's erased entirely, basically.
You're sending down a cleanup crew. Yeah. No,
again.
you took pretty good care of it the first time, but yeah, you send people down there to triple scrub everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like if I see Icarus on the way to my room to have a lie down.
Mm-hmm.
Icarus!
What?
And I'm gonna hand him a box. It's a present for you. Yeah, it's a present for you. Open it, it's good.
I just throw it in the trash.
That's got the hat in it, you idiot! It's the hat you wanted! I just wanted to get a nice box.
Wait, does this mean Icarus gets a pain token from Anadar now?
No, I get it for being so humiliated. That's the hat you wanted. I just wanted to get a nice box for you. Now you've thrown it away. I think now you have to accept it so you don't hurt my feelings.
No, I don't.
Right then, I'm gonna.
He was considering it until you told him he had to, and then he was like, "Oh, I have to." Fuck
I'm
that.
gonna pick up the box and I'll go. Well, I guess I'll give this to the captain instead then.
No, when he said he threw it away, but it went. Garbage goes out into space.
I've written like.
Well,
the
no, we
garbage
don't
chute
just
thing.
constantly vent garbage. That's not the
Right. I'll give that.
You have to go down to the garbage collection place and find it.
Yeah, I'll tell.
It's not that hard. We have servitors.
Yeah, I'll tell the servitor to go get the box and. bring
Okay,
it
you
back
get the
to
box back. Yep.
me. And now I'm going to bed.
Okay. You go to bed.
I'm gonna just kind of creepily hang next to the bed and watch him.
Watch him sleep.
I just
Yeah,
want
okay.
to, because I just want to see if anything else happens. I don't know what the hell that guy did. Like
His
beyond
skin's
what I
his
saw.
skin's kind of like crawling, like there's like worms underneath it at this point.
Yeah, exactly. It's fascinating.
It is. Okay. Unless you have any other business with the Dark Eldar, I suggest you leave the area.
Oh, I guess I should tell the captain that we're done and the deal's good.
Okay, good.
Negotiations were successful, Captain.
Good.
All they want is the prisoner drop-offs and bingo.
Yeah, but we'll set that up. That should be fine. Now, I wanted to go to Malisial to see if we could find another beacon, but there's a warrant from the Inquisition for no fucking reason.
Oh, good. Classic.
Yeah. But at the same time, I want to get a before. I guess we'll leave by like impulse power or whatever, because I don't want to jump into the warp before we have a response from Footfall.
Okay. All right. So you get a response from the Inquisition. After you leave, hours and hours later. If you basically, it says if you're willing to turn yourself in, then just come over to Port Wander yourself, and we'll be waiting there, and we can discuss whatever it is you want to discuss.
Well,
Ask if we still get the bounty.
okay, so I'm gonna send back a response saying that if they want to talk to me, we can set up a meeting. I don't have time to go to Port Wander, but I would be willing to meet them in Footfall. And that's the quickest we can get a meeting done.
If you're saying you're actually willing to meet with the Inquisition in Footfall, they'll do that. They'll meet you there. Sure.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. I guess we go to Footfall then.
Okay. Let's roll an auto nav. 2 days.
Not bad.
And you are in Footfall. Okay. You have a meeting set up with some Inquisition acolytes.
Mm-hmm.
They want to know who's all going to this meeting. Is it just you? Are you bringing?
I'm assuming they're coming...
It'll be on a ship, but not your ship. It'll be on one of theirs.
Why?
That's where they want to talk to you.
Yeah, but
What
that's
about
not where I
neutral
want to talk
place
to
on
them.
Footfall?
Yeah, do neutral place
Yeah.
at least.
So we're meeting. I'm guessing then I would suggest we're meeting at my club, because I'm pretty sure I'm a member of some club here at Footfall.
Yeah, you can do that. Sure. All right. Yeah, they'll meet you there if they must.
They must.
So who's all going?
Well, I mean, I'm taking Holt and Vendigroth and Icarus.
I'll give you the hat before you go because it's a really nice hat. And I say, this is the hat. I was going to give it to Icarus, but he's a jerk. So, trophy for you capturing the golden egg.
Nice.
Captain. May it bring you luck.
Yes, fine. Let's put it in the trophy case room.
Okay.
And then I leave.
Okay.
The hat would just look silly, and I don't look silly.
I'm gonna stay on the ship.
Okay.
You should. You're weird looking.
Well,
Wow.
also, like,
And also, we don't know
I
that.
wonder
his thing
why
works.
the Inquisition might be wanting to talk to you. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go meet the Inquisition acolytes. There's a few dressed in robes with their rosettes and everything. There's a few heavily armed people with them as well.
Mm-hmm.
They want to know your version of what happened in the battle with the Necrons and the whereabouts of Inquisitor Altair.
Well, okay. So I don't know how much they know, but we were told by the Inquisitor during strategy that the Silkworm plus 3 other ships would be maneuvering on one of the flanks because we had faster ships. As we were doing that, we engaged with the Necrons, and we realized pretty early on that we were not outnumbered, but outgunned perhaps. So a lot of our activity in the fight was to draw the ships that were chasing us close enough to what would then be the explosion. At the point of the fight didn't really go well, at least to my understanding. The group my ship was in was one of the, as far as I know, the only group to actually escape the explosion in the end. At the point of explosion, as far as I understand, there was a type of teleportation over to our group from the bigger ship. That happened just before we jumped, and I was under the assumption that perhaps the Inquisitor had a space fight is of course very hectic, but I was under the assumption that maybe the Inquisitor jumped just before the ship exploded, and for some reason decided to jump to my ship without mentioning it, which would have been odd, but fine. I'm sure you know that while I respected the Inquisitor very much for the work he was doing, perhaps on a personal level we didn't really agree. In any case, we detected a signal, but once we were in the warp, we could not find any trace of someone being teleported on the ship, so we assumed that it was possibly something that went wrong, or just a bad reading. There was a big explosion in the that was basically how the fight was supposed to end, in a really big explosion.
They tell you that they have a report stating that you actually knew that the Inquisitor was on your ship and that you attacked and killed him as well as one of his acolyte priests and disposed of the evidence.
Okay. That's not the case.
They also say that they have reports that you have set up an illegal xenotech trade, smuggling illegal xenotech out of the Coronis Expanse and into the Calixis sector.
Okay, do they have any proof of that?
They're investigating it right now, but they're confident that they will find something.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Of course, I'm gonna... I don't... See, here's the thing. This is... See, this is the problem the Inquisitor had too, because before the fight, he came aboard my ship and accused me, or the ship rather, of a bunch of things that then turned out that he couldn't prove, and with no proof, that's basically like just baselessly accusing me of things, and I'm not entirely sure why you're doing it, because I provide a valuable service and I'm an honest rogue trader trying to bring a bit of light into an otherwise dark universe.
Doesn't he have to roll for deception, saying he's an honest rogue trader?
I am, though.
Alright, is any rogue trader honest?
Exactly.
Well, he did say that we didn't find a trace of him.
Yeah, let's have you make a deception roll, cKnoor.
Okay, so the thing
you
I
are
said.
lying.
Can I assist?
No, well, the thing in case I was unclear, the thing I wanted to say about the Inquisitor was that we didn't find him.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So if I said we didn't find a trace of him, that's not what I wanted to say. We didn't find him.
So let's make a deception roll to be.
Sure.
You're being sneaky about this anyway.
I'm assisting.
Yes, I'm very much being sneaky about this.
Assisting him in the lie. Pretty good.
But
What's my job?
It is
That's
actually.
kind of that's what I do. Okay. Whoops. Let's see here. Use skill. Deceive. Okay. Did I get a +10 from IB?
Yes.
He's backing your story.
You know what? I'm gonna use a fate point for that.
Oh,
Oh boy. Come on, past the 80%.
Why can I get the Inquisition rolls, but not this kind of things? This is me crashing into planet all over again.
60
Hey.
degrees of success.
Thank God.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Now Jason has to not roll that.
I didn't roll that
6
good.
degrees of success.
No, I did not beat 6 degrees of success. I didn't roll bad, but not 6 degrees of success. All right, they ask you if you can explain where you and your ship has been most recently before you just arrived at Footfall.
Okay. Yeah.
Put wonder.
Well, we've, as I'm sure you know, we've been helping out and claimed the bounty of a well-known pirate that's been operating in the region. And as such, we now have a new ship that we control, which has warp drive, but we do not have a beacon. And so we're looking for we're looking for a beacon.
So where were you exactly after you last left Footfall?
Well, I'm telling you what I'm doing, and we're looking to get ourselves a beacon, and we're thinking maybe we'll be able to find one on Melisial.
Well, we have a report that you were planning on meeting a group of Eldar mercenaries at a specific set of coordinates. They tell you the coordinates, cKnoor, and you recognize them as the same coordinates for the meeting point that you were
Where do you
supposed to
keep
go
getting
to.
these reports?
And they want to know if that meeting has just happened.
Well, okay, so
So you get another lie.
you're.
Dodge the question and say you're insulted.
That is essentially what I'm doing.
Grunty.
But I mean, if they claim to have that, like, once again, if they claim to have that information, they need to present some proofs. I've told them what our plan is, and I've been more than forthcoming. It's never my intention not to be forthcoming and honest, but I can't conduct business if there's someone in the Inquisition that has an axe to grind for no reason.
Can I assist cKnoor in his blather roll? Because that's apparently what he's doing.
That's exactly what he's doing. Yeah, go ahead.
Where's my? Hang on. No, I'm on the. Let me get back to the player. Fuck. Apparently, I don't have blather.
You're so good at it.
Yeah.
You can use deceive for what you're doing. You're just trying to misdirect them.
Yeah. I bring up, like, the last time they brought false accusations to me, and at some point.
Oh.
You're gonna keep that, or are you gonna re-roll before I roll?
I'm gonna keep it.
Oh, they might see through it though.
Yeah, they might.
Yep, I beat you this time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mr. Silkernicus, specifically using Mr. instead of Lord when they address you.
Okay. Well.
Now you're just
clearly.
being insulting.
Or captain,
Yeah.
or anything.
If they're just gonna insult me, they can leave.
We are keeping a
Like I said,
very close. Oh,
if
you're not even letting
if you
me
want to
talk.
insult me, you can leave. I'm using command here.
Oh, go ahead, make a command roll then.
He's just asking you to
Because
use the proper title. Jeez, guys.
What's my name? Says the captain.
for fuck's sake. Okay, I'm using a fate point.
Incredible, really.
You're just nervous.
What?
We're so good at this, you guys.
Hey.
Oh, for crying out loud!
They repeat, Mr.
Hey.
Silkernicus.
This is
Captain,
fucking
just be glad
Pesmus
that
all over
Jason
again.
hasn't.
Yeah.
Just be glad Jason hasn't applied any negative modifier, like it being a difficult test.
Okay, I stand up and walk out.
Oh, you're just
You're just
walking
gonna-
away?
Yep.
You're just gonna ignore them.
There are armed guys there. That's probably okay.
Well,
How
the
many of them are
Inquisition
there, Jason?
actually can't really do much other than attack him illegally.
And we're in my
in a very
road
public
trader
place.
clubhouse or whatever.
Or a reasonably public place. But
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just going back to the ship? Is that what you're doing, or?
No, I'm just leaving.
Yeah. Well, where are you going? Is what I'm saying.
Out to have a smoke or whatever.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna go have a drink
Oh, are we
downstairs.
coming with you, or have you just left us there?
No,
going with the captain.
you're coming with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that dude was 2 seconds away from going, well, we'll keep a close eye on you, but be careful. And now you've just gone, right, I'm out. Fuck
Yep.
you. Oh, no.
Okay. Who's still on the ship? Merrick
But how are we
is
going to get the
Canadar.
bounty?
Yeah, me and
'Cause
Merrick.
We were supposed to get a bounty for this, right?
You guys, you guys still on the ship. Get a report that your ship has been ordered not to leave dock. You're supposed to stay docked, and you're not allowed under the authority of the Inquisition. You were supposed to
Let's
stay docked.
go to the Golden Egg and leave now.
No, we're getting back on. I guess we're going to the Silkworm then.
No, this is where we find out if that guy who's now in our ship is still loyal to the Inquisition or not.
No, he left.
No,
No.
the other one's Machine Spirit.
Oh, the Machine Spirit left?
No. Oh, the Machine Spirit. Oh.
Yeah,
yeah.
like...
Mm.
'Cause if he's like, no, we're not starting, then America's got some jobs to do.
So what are you doing?
I guess we're going to the Silkworm and leaving.
Oh, you're actually just leaving? Okay.
Well, I don't actually know. I guess it takes a while to get to Silkworm, so maybe I'll cool down. But if they are, I mean, they're clearly abusing their power for no gain. So I'm guessing I'm on my way to the Silkworm. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my contacts that I have, specifically my noble contacts and other rogue traders.
Okay.
Oh fuck! I have a renowned warrant now. I probably should have gotten another +10. Never mind. Maybe it doesn't matter for the Inquisition. But I'm basically using all of my clout through back channels to
Push back.
yes, to push back and point out that the Inquisition has
For the second time.
For the second time, for no reason, has put a bounty on my head, which is just petty considering I just had a meeting with them at Footfall and all they had to do was ask. And while there, they insulted me for no reason, while claiming that they had reports of, well, I'm not going to mention what the reports were of, but needless to say, they presented no proof other than willful reports. And now they're once again abusing their power by trying to stop me from practicing my trade, by forcing me to, wanting me to stay put in port without any proof.
Okay. So basically, you're just trying to get the message out to, publicly be known that this is what the Inquisition is doing to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
I'll
Sure.
send out those messages to whoever.
You send out this information.
Mm-hmm. And I of course add all of the positive things I've done, like being part of the fleet that actually destroyed the Necrons.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that I've done nothing to cooperate, but someone, for some reason, has an axe to grind.
Okay. So, yeah, what were you going to say?
Would we want to send a message to the nobles in the Calixis sector that the Inquisition is investigating them? Or not?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because, if we can protect that trade route, it'd probably be good.
Yeah.
Well, does the does the Inquisition have your address book?
That's
what you got to gamble on here. Because if you send a message to them now, but I mean, if the leaks told them who they are, then
yeah. The thing is, I don't know, but I assume John Silkernicus would.
You want to know if you think the Inquisition knows who your friends are? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying. So there are two options here. Either I could contact all of my nobles, or I could just contact the trade, the people that I have set up for the trade route. And I don't know if they're able to trace that. If it's because in one way, I mean, it's good to contact everyone so they know. But on the other hand, if I do that, then they might not want to do other deals with me, because then I they.
I see what you're saying. So now, John wouldn't know any more than you would right now. I mean, it's a gamble either way.
Yeah.
You don't know which one's going to be better.
Okay. let's. I think the only thing we can do at this point is to contact everyone and say contact everyone, and then I think we have to suspend the trade route for the time being.
Okay, so contact Sigmund and tell him to go buzz off somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna get caught with Xenotech at the moment.
And contact everybody, not just the people who are interested.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
The thing. Like, contact all of your friends and go.
Yeah,
Well, the Inquisition might talk to you because they're being a bunch of shitheads.
Yeah. So what's happening is that we're actually, I guess, we're doing two main messages that we're sending out. One of them is to everyone how the Inquisition has an axe to grind with me for no reason at all. And the other one is to the people that are actually we're delivering to, and saying because of some extra heat we're suspending the route for now, but we will pick it up again later on.
Sigmund tells you he'll head back to Sigmund's Folly and just await orders. You get a few responses from other rogue traders. Some of them are like, unsubscribe, we don't care. Stop sending us messages. A few of them are, don't really believe you so much. I mean, it's the Inquisition. You're obviously looking into you for some reason. Then a couple of them are actually standing with you, including Cornelius von Grimm, who owns Von Grimm's Rest.
I love that guy.
He doesn't like the Inquisition. So you have his support, he tells you.
Oh, I'm so sorry I missed it.
So you send a message out to your contacts in the Calixtus sector. You don't really hear anything back from them.
No, I don't expect to.
Okay. So what's your plan? Are you staying here at Footfall? Are you leaving?
We're gonna stay for a bit.
Okay.
Just to see what happens.
Okay. Let's see. Do you want to start out on something else then today, or do you want to call it for now since we were going?
I think we'll have to call it for now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
On that bombshell.
I hate the Inquisition so much.
I mean,
I'm
you
not
did,
even
really
a
get in the
proper
way of us
heretic.
doing all of our heresy.
well, you did just make a deal to give slaves to Dark Eldar, and you did kill an Inquisitor.
But
No,
He
No.
was already dead.
Anodar made a
that guy was
deal,
crazy.
and what we killed was heresy.
Mhm.
yeah, but they won't.
If anything, they should
The
be giving us a deputy
Inquisition,
star.
the Inquisitor was at that point already dead.
Okay.
And his
So-
fucking tech priest guy was committing all sorts of heresy against the Adeptus
Also,
Mechanicus.
that wouldn't have fucking happened if he just sent a message when he fucking teleported over.
Mhm.
Because then we would have known he was somewhere at the bottom of the fucking ship, and we could have
Maybe
saved
got
him.
some medical help.
Yeah.
So we still also have to figure out where they're getting this information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's-
Other than Scoozle?
You're just blaming
Yes.
Scoozle.
Other than
well,
me.
I mean, I guess we should say goodbye to YouTube.
Goodbye,
Bye,
YouTube.
See ya.